dreams. Yeah. Wanna get a mansion, a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies, couple whips and lots of fancy things. The kids they call it Goonies. I see the future, crystal ball, mirror, mirror hanging on the wall. Who the fly white boy of the mall? Got your girlfriend screening all the calls. She bubbling, we fucking and you cuddling. Like baby, where the fuck you been? Don't wanna tell you she in love with him. So we ain't saying nothing. You could probably tell she bluffing, cause she kissed you with the mouth. She gave me head with my concussion. Yeah, she blushing, all red. Wanna rush and go
Hello? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Hello. Boom. Hi. I do not look the most poggers today, but hello everyone. How are you guys doing today? I have my bunny hoodie. Cozy camper. Yeah, cozy pot. Wait, what? What did I say? Cozy camper. Hello? My brain is no work. How is everyone doing today? I am sleepy. I'm not gonna lie, guys. And I'm like really dehydrated. Because I was talking for so long yesterday. And I normally don't talk that long. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Like, I woke up and I was like, I'm really tired, but like, I could literally, like, I could pull myself together and like put on a show. That's totally fine. I can do that, right? But then I was like thinking about it, and I also saw like Burley saying that he was feeling kind of tired too, and I was like, you know what? Like, but I was streaming a lot later than usual last night, and so I feel like people who are watching are gonna be pretty tired too, and And I was like, would they really enjoy it, or would they just kind of like end up going to sleep halfway through, or something like that? Like, I don't want to make you guys feel like FOMO, like, you know, like I don't want you guys to feel like you missed out if you need to go to bed, or something like that. Plus, like, I know a lot of like people, I have like a lot of friends that really like Hamilton, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to be able to include them somehow, and I thought it'd also be really I thought it would also be really fun if I actually like worked as like I'll give me my own stage crew. If I like found some PNGs of like a boat to put up whenever we're on a boat, and like and like switch scenes, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I prep all the PNGs and put them in files, then I can hide all the ones that from the scene that's not currently playing, and then I can just turn on the ones from the scenes that we are in. What did I miss? I was just saying that I was just asking how everyone's doing. Everyone's saying that like everyone's pretty tired. I'm like kind of sleepy too. Hello, Fricks. How are you doing today? Also, how are you doing today, Ultimate? And how are you doing, Laban? And also thank you, Sigil. I tried my best. Oh wait, also Sigil, did you get an email from Soft Giving about the giveaway? Let me know. No, the drive sucked. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm still really happy about. You did? Okay, I'm glad. I just wanted to make sure. I don't know if they needed anything special from me, so I wanted to make sure. I hope you enjoy the hoodie. I probably will get myself a hoodie once my paycheck comes in, because they're really cute, and they have stuffed animals too, but I have so many stuffed animals that like, my stuffed animals are like children, you know? Like, I don't have too many of them, because then I feel like I can't give them all equal amount of love. Does that make sense? I was also thinking about it. Oh my goodness, I have so many ideas, but I sleep so much and I get really demotivated a lot, and then I also want to play a lot of video games, so sadly I don't always get to do it a lot. But yo, let's go. We love to see it, Piggle. Crazy. I'm assuming this is in Apex, right? Bubbly and Piggle? Yeah, we can be twinsies, exactly. Because I don't really have like too many like LGBTQ pride stuff. I have some. I have like a rainbow tie-dyed shirt that says pride, and then I have one that has like listed pronouns. But the only reason why I don't like the listed pronouns shirt is because it only has he, her, she, he, him, she, her, and they, them. And I thought it'd be cool if they had like different combos, like he, she, he, or she, him, she, they, he, they. You know, like I wanted all the combos. I know that sounds like a lot, but and so I kind of want, and I wear hoodies more often than t-shirts anyways, so I'll probably end up grabbing one too. But oh wait, I can turn off that stream element spot. But I was also thinking, and I don't know because I'm very tired and my brain go burnt, and after today I want to just take a week to just do my own stuff and not really worry about stream stuff. But you know what I realized, and that I'm kind of upset I didn't do, is that after I finished my stream, I realized that like I feel like a fun activity that we could have done was to make a thank you card for survivors.org, the organization we were raising charity for, so that people who like were here actively participating but couldn't like actually donate, we could like, they could still put their name on something and say like, thank you for all the work you're doing, like we love your message, thank you for like putting this like energy out into the world, you know. Like I realized that like that could have been such a cool thing to do, and like I'm like thinking like if we did it like right now, like it could be fun, but at the same time I'm like kind of tired, and I kind of just want to talk to you guys and not like be working on something. Does that make sense? So like like we could always still do it afterwards. I am on a quest. What is your quest? What is the quest? I cannot agree to help if I do not know what the quest is. To find love. You know what? Maybe I think that might be part of your problem. When you're looking for love is when you're least likely to find it. Yeah, we can do it when we come back. We can do and when I come back, I also will do I'll work on the hoodie. I think it'll be really, really cute. Okay. Are you sure that's how that works? Yo, what's good? LOL, that's really funny. But I hope you know what I mean. Like the more that you look at people, and try to see if people are matching, like, okay, the more you look at somebody and are considering to see if they would be like a good person to be your partner, the more likely that you're gonna miss out on opportunities to be friends with people, because you're looking at them through a different lens than just through friendship. And through friendship is honestly the best way to find relationships. I feel like most relationships that I've seen work out the best when they meet and there's no intentions of their want to be friends. Well, it's not, being friends isn't easy. How do I call it? I don't even know your name. What do you want me to call you? Jan Cross? Koros? I can't speak. Yon Koros? Is that how I say your name? I don't even know your name, and you're trying to ask me out on a date. Hello? Oh, so hi, Chris. How are you? Yeah, I'm asking how I say it. Yeah, the EVs are cute, guys. I love it. What's it called? Hi. What's it called? So, hi, Zar. How are you doing? But yeah, I think that'd be cool. We can do, and I will keep that in mind for the next charity stream. Like, I feel like doing a thank you card would be really, really great. It has been a minute since I've seen your name. I'm doing okay. I'm really tired. We had a charity stream yesterday, and I streamed for like 6 hours, which was like one of the longest streams I've had in a little while. Because I usually do like around 4 hours max recently. It's totally okay. You're totally okay. Don't worry. Yeah, it was a really, really great charity. The organization's name is survivors.org. It's a website, so literally just spreading awareness about it. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, being friends is more than just saying like, hey, you want to be friends? It's like committing time to each other, spending time with each other, actually getting to know each other, learning about each other's values. Yeah. What's good, Lester? You're flex out of work. Destiny 2 came out with a new raid, and I've been hardcore. Yeah. I don't wait. By raid, do you mean like I know that a DLC dropped. Is the DLC's name? Is like, do you guys call DLCs raids, or is that a different thing? Thank you for gifting 5 subbies. Appreciate it. Oh, and Lester or Chisma, or what do I always say? Or Chisma, Orochi-sama got one, and Zeno got one. Love to see it. And Lester, it's like a dungeon in WoW. Oh, okay, that makes sense. DLC and raids are different. Okay, that makes sense. I like long walks on the beach. Okay, I'm a chef. I like anime and games. I own a dog and a bearded dragon. Oh, cute! Oro cheese summer. Yep. Oro cheese summer. I literally can't. 5 months. Let's go. Thank you, Ultimate. Thank you for getting Lester to their 5-month anniversary. What kind of animes do you like? Also, you didn't correct me. How do I say your name? Koros? How I say your name, man? Sounds delicious. It does sound pretty good. There's a DLC campaign, and then a week after a new DLC, a new endgame raid comes out. Oh, okay. That makes sense. My favorite anime is SpongeBob. I've seen some of the anime, especially the SpongeBob anime episodes, and they seem pretty interesting. I can't lie. Although I don't know a lot about SpongeBob because I wasn't allowed to watch it as a kid. So, it's very sadly I don't know too much. Also, I kind of want to put my contacts in because I don't want to be wearing my glasses, but I have to like squint like this to see chat. Money. But and someone said so there will be another one for the charity campaign. I don't know, like there's not another one lined up yet because I kind of don't want to pick up anything else like professional to do. I'm kind of taking a break from taking everything so professionally. I kind of want to go back to just streaming for fun, like posting for fun. So I'm taking a break, especially until like after I move, I think. So for a few months. During the whole process of that I'm moving, it's gonna be a little bit chaotic. So Neon Genesis. I actually really want to watch it. I actually really want to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion. Bubbly, you're literally short, lol. You guys just look fired. I'm glad you guys like it. Blue da ba dee da be da. Yo, listen up, here's a story about a little guy that lives in a blue world, and all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue like him. Inside and outside, blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got somebody to listen. I'm blue, la bo dee da bo da da. Thank you, Mike and EJ and Sigil for the emotes. I love it. I'm so tempted to get a Fancy G. You can definitely try it. I'm trying to wait till I finish my tub to give opinions about it. But that is what I'm drinking right now, if anyone's curious. Hashtag not spons, but maybe I should be. Nah, it's okay. I don't need to be spons because my friends are spons. So you guys should use their code. It should be sponsored by everyone? No, because there's some stinky places that I do not want to be associated with. Trying to 1v1 me Val right now? Right now? No. But maybe later this week. I got a musical stream anyways. Me doing the Blue Man Group. Also, what does the Blue Man Group do? I know they perform music, but what is it that they do? Wow! Hi, Howard! Also, we have some questions and stuff that we can do for the pondering thing that we have. They turn people blue. Okay, do you want me to hi but bully? Hellhorn, you stinky, stinky, no life in league player. I bet all you do is spend your time watching VTubers and wasting your money on those anime waifus. I approve of these decisions, however. Because I did the same thing, but I'm gonna bully you about it anyways. Imagine. Ads are safer than sponsors. That's true. I'm only 5'5". That's not bad. My first boyfriend was like the same height. No. I feel called out, but I know I'm not the only one that applies it. I said your mom's a fucking Anyways. What? Wait, what are you saying what about, Pickle? I'm a bad fuck. No, fuck you. Call my name and ask if I'm ready now. Thank you. Hi, C-dubs. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute too. How are you doing? Happy 7 months. Bro, the MFR would need a step stool to look into my eyes. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to wear heels and stuff in my first relationship because they didn't want me to be taller than them. Like, they didn't want me to amplify my height over them. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, because I'm 7'5". I've been busy working. That's, you know what? That's totally valid. You know, we gotta get in the grind. I respect the drip. I respect the grind. I respect the bread. Small pee pee. Hello. But no, literally. Yeah, yeah. Never right. Thank you, Poggers! Sawyer! Hi, Sawyer! How was your stream today, Sawyer? Welcome in, Raiders. How is everyone doing? Hi! What were you playing? GeoGuessr. Oh yeah, I forget you play that on the stream. Have you been playing Minecraft on your streams recently too? Because usually when I come watch you play, I usually see you on Minecraft. On Minecraft. Heels, they're fun. That's the point of heels, that they're fun and they're fashionable. And they look cool. Degrade. Give me a second. Piggle, Piggle. I can't even think of anything negative to say. Degrade you. I don't want to, I can't, I can't. When you say degrade me too, like that's like, hello? No, she didn't spend points for you to degrade her, hello? That makes no sense. I can imagine you in heels, brother. I can imagine you in some platforms. I feel like you'd look sick in them. That's what I'm saying, Sigil. It like makes me feel like you Piggle, you're sweaty. Boom, roasted. I didn't say anything. That was my roast. That was my roast. I hope you enjoyed it. um. It's okay. You're fine. You're fine. Oh my goodness, Sawyer, do you want me to bully you or compliment you? Yes, it was a Michael Scott reference. Correct. JK, unless either or. I will compliment you because you are one of the kindest people I've met. I genuinely appreciate you. I think it's really like a lot of relationships that you find on the internet seem to like they tend to be like pseudo relationships. Like people only reach out because they really want something or they think they can benefit off of you. But like from you, the way that like you've like been around, the way you stick around, the way that we talk to each other, like I know I'm not always around in your streams and like I'm not as active on Twitter or like in your Twitter and stuff like that, but like I genuinely appreciate like how kind you are as a person, and you show your support, and I try my best to support you, and I feel like even though we don't might not hang out like one-on-one as much, like I appreciate the support that we have for each other when we do see each other online and things like that, and it's never ever felt like superficial, you know. It's always felt like I genuinely appreciate you as a person, and you genuinely appreciate me as a person, and like that literally means so much to me because I've had so many people that I thought were cool that I met online that actually is like poo poo doo doo, and as soon as like they feel like they've gotten something out of me, they just stop talking to me, and I hate that. I feel the same too. I'm so glad, Sawyer. I really appreciate. I'm so glad I met you. I'm so glad to also like just like I'm really glad because even though I don't talk to you a lot, I do get to keep up with you a little bit through your Twitter and stuff like that. And like I know like I get to see you. You kind of talk about your own personal journey, and I like I remember you talking about the how like you came out, or you're thinking about coming out as non-binary, I believe, right? Because that's just what feels more right to you and everything. I believe if I got that wrong, let me know because my memory is also kind of bad. But that made me really happy too because I always want to surround myself around people who kind of like, you know, support the LGBTQ, just not only just supports the LGBTQ but can understand. And as somebody who is non-binary, and as somebody who has like one of my mods is non-binary, and they're one of my close friends too and they're non-binary, it's like it feels great to have like a group of people that I'm surrounded by that understands, you know. Okay. Sorry, breathe that god tears. Huh? Are you talking about from Nightwing? Hello? Is that what you're talking about? Hello? We need Chris. We need the ding dong emote. Ding 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 ding. I have the ding dong emote. I just haven't uploaded it yet. I hate you. I hate everything about. Oh my gosh, Spanky, you're literally. Oh, thank you for the applause. Thank you for the applause. You want... Okay, Valor wants me to bully them. I will remember that. Hold on. Yeah! I'm so glad, Sawyer! I appreciate... No, gender is dumb, and gender shouldn't even exist in the first place. So... I gotta speak Spanish for my homework. I have to say how my day went. Bien. Wait. How do you say good in Spanish? I think bien is French, is it? Ça va bien is French. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm very, very happy, and I'm very happy for you that you felt comfortable to come out. I'm Sawyer. It really means a lot, and your music be swaggy. That's another thing too. I want to promote more small musicians that I follow. There's this other person called Also, somebody said no. My eyebrows didn't just get done. I do my own eyebrows, Lester. I know you asked that like 30 minutes ago, but I put it in the back of my brain and I just completely forgot to respond to it. what's it called? I follow somebody named Alex Salone. I talked about them a few times before, but she's a music creator as well, and like I want to like be better at. I want to figure out ways to better support my small music creators. Alex Salone or Lovesy. Lovesy was in my Twitch chat the other day. Her name is Lexi. She trans male to female. Lexi is an amazing songwriter. She writes fucking bops. It's kind of like hyperpop, but like it's like weird to describe their music taste, and I'm really bad at like describing music genres. And Beans of Soy or Sawyer, they have their own music as well. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can grab their album real quick, so I can link it in the chat. And I will get to bullying Valor in one moment. Wait, where did I put it? That's another thing that I want to work on while I take my little break, is that like my Spotify has been a complete mess. It's been a complete mess. Where did I put this song? Wait, Sawyer, do you have the link to your Tea Milk? Oh no. Wait, where is it? Hello? You can, if you have a link to your album, you can link it. I know it feels like kind of awkward, because like I feel weird self-promoing, but I literally just can't. I can't find. But how do you go to your liked songs? Oh, liked songs. Guys, give me un momento. Wait, what are these in order of? Hello? Custom order? Date added. No way, my first liked song on Spotify is Sorry by Justin Bieber. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, link your Spotify page. We're having a race. I'm trying to see if I can get to it first. I just forget. Time is an illusion. I kinda hate you, kinda love you, kinda wish I was you. Did you find? Thank you. You won. Thank you, actual legend. I was literally. I knew that you spelt your name differently. Do I not follow you? Oh, it's because I'm not logged in on my browser. Okay, I was like, hello? Yeah, okay. Thank you. The songs that I liked the most on their album were Fragments, Berserk, Our Last Day, and Refined. But I liked the prologue song in my head as well. I think Our Last Day I like listened to like multiple times after I listened to their album. So if you want to check out their album, it's really cool. I believe that their sister helps them take pictures and stuff like that. And I love their vibe. They have like the Plague Doctor mask and stuff, and that's like an aesthetic I live for. Anyways, really Justin Bieber, yes. Hello, Brie? Yes? Wait, what? Why is everyone saying Brie? No, because Bubbly really thought my Fiji and the server were neoprawns. Literally, though. And yeah, that totally makes sense. Like, trying to do streaming and, like, creating other content is, like, so hard. So I totally get you. Wait, hold on. Wait, did it go through? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. Sorry. My sister does help. She's a legend. They seem really cool. Like, you guys, like, the fact that you have a good relationship with your sister is, like, such a green flag, and we love to see it. I wish I had a better relationship with my sisters. Especially when we were younger. She hated me, bro. Anyways. I also think that, ovos is eyes or peas. One of the two? I have ovos? I have no idea. What about almonds? Wait, what are your... Oh, almond milk. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Mine was Radioactive. Yeah, mine was Sorry. I used to be obsessed with that song because I think it was because I had my Spotify like I started using Spotify right when like Musical.ly was popular, and I was obsessed with doing like the "Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Oh, oh, oh. Is it too late now to say sorry?" But I wasn't a big Justin Bieber fan. I just like that song. Okay, Valor, you goofy looking. I bet you like Pokemon or something. Basic. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm literally pulling up like. I had a crush on your sister. That's fair. She has the boobas. Whatever. I don't even know how to bully. Oh, Valor, you Pokemon playing NPC sounding, goofy as oh shoot, saying no swearing type mofo. Is that a good? Is that good? Is that good? Is that good? Did I bully you well? Did I do a good job? Guys, chat, did I do a good job? Thank you, Droop, for the follow. Wait. Your name is Droop Snoot. Sigil, we found a long lost sibling. What ethnicity? I'm half Japanese and half white. Snoot. That's crazy. Is Snoot from something, or is it just a snoot? A snoot. Bro, you can't ask to be bullied and then be self-conscious about the bullying. Sussy. Oh my goodness, wait, I don't know if my iPad is charged. Hold on. If I upload an emote right now, do you think that it is charged? Let's go. Will you guys be able to? Where I was a bear and I sniffed out some folks. Oh, that's cute. The snoot drooped. I like that a lot. Bully, do you want me to compliment me? Really, you're generally such a kind-hearted person, and literally, like, ever since you've started, like, being like a pretty active person in the community and in the Twitch chat, you've literally impacted so many people's lives. Like, people come in and are so excited to say hi to you. Like, you're literally just such a kind-hearted person in the community, and like, I don't know, it's meant so much to me that you care about me and my community just as much as I care about my community, because I've had a lot of mods, a lot of the mods that I've had don't really take the time to like be a part of the community and be kind and be close to the community and have their own relationship with members of the community like you have, and that genuinely means so much to me. And I know that what's it called, you have your own life and things like that, but you choose to spend your time being here with us, and I really appreciate that so much, you know? But that's a really cool. Wait, what kind of bear were you? Like, what class were you? I think Manny's playing Valorant. I forget that I have other people's chats. Like, I have Chatterino, so I have different people's chats open, and I just kept on getting notifications, and I was like, what is going on? And I was realizing that it was because Manny's streaming. Compliment Phoenix. I really love that even though you've kind of had like a different upbringing than most people, that you've like really kind of like take the time to like ask the questions to like understand other people instead of like expecting other people to understand you, you know? I feel like a lot of people kind of like assume that their way is always going to be like the right way, or like the way that they were raised up is like the normal way, and things like that. But instead of doing that, you just kind of take the time to really kind of try to get to know how everybody else was raised, because I think we realize that like we all are raised and we all have different opinions, and we all are like have very different viewpoints on the world, and you're very open-minded to everybody's opinions and like listen, and even if you don't necessarily agree. You don't ever make anyone feel less than for not having the same opinion or thought process as you, which is a really, really cool thing, because I feel like a lot of people bring people down when your guys' like opinions aren't the same, you know? A lot of people do that, you know what I'm saying? A druid, I love that. I think druids are so cool. The two character, well, no, I pretty much played one character in both of the campaigns that I played, but I was a wood, or no, I was a gnome. I was a forest gnome, rogue. iPad. That's another thing too, that during my break, so like this iPad that I use isn't mine, it's the mom that I live with, and they've just been kind enough to like let me use it. And so once I move, I'm not gonna be able to use it, I think. Like, I'm not gonna have an iPad anymore. So I want to do all the artwork that I want to do. But their name was Bea, and last name was Nyx, Nyx, I think. Because I wanted something that was, like, close enough to my name, but, like, but wasn't my name. And since my name starts with a B, I named her B. I've worked on this emote, and I think I'm ready to export it. So I'm going to try to see if I can get us to use it in chat. Oh, wait, the gallery. I forget how to use... animated GIF. But yeah, I really liked it. I was really sad though, because both of my campaigns that I started playing only really lasted like 2 sessions, which really sucked, because I really enjoyed playing. Yeah, there was also people that I knew, like, that I was friends with, we, like, they used to have D&D. We used to have D&D sessions in my server, and I was in university at the time, so I was too busy to play with them, but whenever I could, I would just drop in and listen, because I really liked the storytelling, especially because dungeon masters do take like a lot of time. Oh my goodness, hi Manny. But yeah, like, I like, sometimes I'm not in the mood to like participate, but it's fun for me to listen, so that's what I would do. Also, I'm trying to upload this emote. So that we can use it right now, because I worked on this one, and I think it'd be kind of fun to use right now. I meant to upload it yesterday, but I just ended up not having enough time, and I didn't want to like spend too much time trying to upload it and stuff yesterday. Wait. Yeah, it works. Okay. I just want to make sure it worked. Sorry, I promise I'm not trying to ignore you guys right now. And I know, and I will. Oh, wait. I hope Manny's game's going well. I don't know if he's playing comp or not. Okay, community? No, wait. Content. Wait. Something bad. Emotes. Okay, I found the emotes. Okay. Upload a GIF. Okay. This one. Oh my gosh, who got timed out? The sads? Whoosh. Okay. Finally got out of bed. Let's go. I don't really like D&D, but I really wanted to. Wait, why don't you like D&D, Bubbly? Like, I like D&D, but I always feel bad because I feel like the DM has, like, the most amount of work to put in. But I know some people really enjoy D&D, or DMing. But the thing is, like, I feel like also, like, your session of D&D, like, your dungeon master really matters. Like, if you don't connect with your dungeon master and the way that they tell your stories, then your campaigns aren't going to be as fun because you don't like their descriptions, or, like, you don't really, like the way they tell their stories. It's going to be really hard to play along with. With the I feel like Percy would be a pretty good DM. Okay, wait, I don't know how do I refresh my page. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here and refresh. I don't like role playing too much. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And that's the thing to do. Like I remember, like, one of my DMs was like really chill, and they didn't care if we roleplayed or not. They pretty much was like, you can speak out of character pretty much the whole time, because we were also playing with people who were very new to D&D, and it's like really, like, it can be really awkward. Oh my gosh, hello. Oh my gosh, I just glitched it. Chatterino, I'm glitched. Wait, what happened? I uploaded a new email, but I don't think it uploaded right. Like, I feel like we won't be able to use it because I'm stuck in a— oh no. Rigu dink donk. Can you guys see that? On Twitch. Can you see that? It's a new emo, but I don't know how to make it so you guys can use it. What do you guys think? I don't know why I love it so much. Oh my gosh. I'm crying. I'm crying. Just refresh the page. What do you mean it's not funny? Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. It's fucking hilarious. It also looks like they're just fucking slamming the bell into their head. It's I don't know. I love it. 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 I'm crying. I'm crying. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Hold on. I need to turn my fan up. Also, guys, it literally took me forever, but my fan blades were actually spinning the wrong way. So there's two settings on my fan. There's like a snowflake, and then there's the sun. And so when it's cold, I'm supposed to have it on the snowflake setting because it reverses the way that my blade spins, so it like heats up my room. And then if I put it on the sun one, it like spins the normal way and it blows the air down and everything. And I've been using it on the hot or the cold mode, so it's been making my room like— it was just circulating air around my room and keeping it like warmer, you know? And so it wasn't even, because look at the fucking emotes, Valor. Like, they're fucking hilarious. I like my room, like, room temperature. Wait, hold on. I kind of want to go to Manny's chat, or like someone's chat, and use the ding donk emote. Because I think it's funny. No! Sorry, I just clicked something I didn't mean to. Where's Manny? Wait. Window capture properties. I'm stealing Manny's content because Manny does it all the time to me, you guys, okay? Wait, hold on. Oh, he's so serious. He's playing Valorant. Okay. I'm gonna put this here, put this here, put this like that. And then put this like this. Okay, chat. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to think of something funny to say.
Please. I thought the Viper was closer.
What's something?
But I thought the Viper was about to like peek me.
I don't even know what's something funny to say. Breathe.
Second to last. Some bowl. Crap. Some Malone. It's fine. I'm just waking up.
Ring a ding. Ring a ding. I don't even. I'm trying to think of something Valorant related, but like, what's something Valorant related that you can ring a bell for?
Do the classic, good old 360, and then we ulti up. Bro, she's been having judged this whole game, man. Hello?
What?
Wait, what you doing?
Huh?
I see you.
Huh? Huh? Guys, quick! We have to be quick. Did the ding dong work? Or did the ding dong working? Guys. Oh my god!
What's that shit? What's that shit? What do they do?
Look. What? Do you guys not think that the ding dong emote is funny? Do you guys not think it's funny? Because I think it's hilarious.
Fuck, bro. My eyes are. I'm like literally squinting so hard. I can't keep my eyes open. But I can't go back to sleep.
Ring a ding, ring a ding.
I'm gonna give this guy a gulp of good luck.
Streamy do better. Wait, what is Manny laughing at?
I couldn't hear because I was playing in my bed.
We all heard it.
Okay.
The water came out my nose, dude.
Did you say you want me to call that?
I'm not doing shit for my team.
It's not like he was running at you. I didn't think I had to, and I didn't think that was gonna go like that, to be honest. But
Anyways, it's so funny to me. Because it also looks like they're fucking beating their head in with the bell.
Move out my way, please.
I don't know. I think it's like the speed at which it moves that makes it so funny. Okay. Well, we can leave Manny alone now. Okay. Although I'm kind of like invested into their game now, and I hope that they win. Oh my gosh, flashbang. Okay, wait. Whoop, wrong thing. Wait, what was that? Oh, I remember this. I still have this in my thing. Yeah, no, that's what I originally thought the emote was too. That's what I thought the when I first saw the Dink Donk emote, because it's like an edited version of like a popular emote right now. Like I made my own version of a popular emote. I also put I'm wearing a tinfoil hat on my head. Hi Mac, how are you? But yeah, at first I thought it was literally someone just beating their head in. And then I realized it's supposed to be like a bell. So I thought it was really, really funny. But I really love this emote. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. I like every time I see it, it just makes me want to cry. Like of tears of joy. Wait, can I upload this image? Media source image? Dink dong. Like literally, if you guys saw me drawing it, you guys would think that I'm a madman, because I would literally just be laughing at myself as I was animating the arm going back and forth. Like I was literally just crying because I thought it was the funniest thing. I have a broken brain. Oh my gosh. Also, doesn't it look so much like me? Yeah, no, that's what it is. Like the emote, the original emote was like when I first saw it, I thought it was somebody literally like hitting their head, but it's actually just a bell. It's like it's supposed to be someone ringing a bell. But for me, it looks like someone beating their head, and I feel like people just use it synonymous to someone beating their head. It can make it a little bigger. I like it here. I just love how fast it moves too. I'm crying. Okay, what's it called? So do you guys want to answer some questions, or do you want to do some of the
That Viper is just insane with the 136, dude. 136.
Okay. Where did I have this open? That's me ringing for head pats. I feel like the bell could be used like in so many good ways. You know? Yeah, I aspire to be the tiny bell energy. For sure. Okay. Okay, let's I'm gonna pull up a question from the pondering things. Okay. Wait, why is it not letting me edit the stream info thing? Okay, it's doing it now. Pondering time. Ponderings. Time 1. Okay. Done. Okay. I'm a screen cap of a question, I think. If you guys have anything you want to ask questions for, or you guys want to like have something you want to talk about, you can do exclamation point ponderings. Oh, I'm sorry if you guys heard that. You can do exclamation point ponderings in my chat, and it'll take you to a Google form where you can ask me questions that we will answer. I want to do them like once a month because I want to give people time to write some like stuff, you know. And I'm also gonna change the music to something not copyright. I also need to make just better streaming playlists. Okay. Can I just copy? No, I cannot. Wait, how do I save a screen cap? Oh, I figured it out, I think. Save. But I should have saved all these beforehand. So, the first question we have. Let's put 1. Is. Bam. Okay. Third thing. Okay, this is the first question thing that we're gonna talk about. Okay. So it says, I've realized it's hard for me to ask or reach out when I need help. I'm even anxious to ask my parents for things. Why do I assume that every problem is mine alone to face, and how do I ask somebody to help me when I need it? I feel like this is a really good question for all of us to talk about, because I have really bad anxiety too, and like I didn't really have like a very I didn't have like a good support system growing up, so it's always been really hard for me to ask for help. So like for me, like hold on, let's answer this like one part at a time, okay? So like that I've realized it's hard for me to reach out for help when I need it. I'm even anxious to ask my parents. Why do I assume that every problem is mine to face alone? If you assume that every problem is yours to face alone, it may be because that like you've had experiences with like your family growing up where you feel like I feel like one of two things. Like either you felt like you weren't being heard whenever you were like trying to reach out, like from like small things, like when we're little, like to parents, right, our problems seem really small to them because they're dealing with much bigger things. But for us, when we're kids, like our small problems are still really big, and if you feel like no one's taken those seriously, then you're always gonna feel like people are just gonna like diminish like the importance of like something you like that is troubling you, or either that, or your parents have gone through something really really rough, like during your childhood something went really bad, or something that was really unfortunate happened to your parents, or to a parent, or to your guardian, right? That makes you feel like you can't speak out about your problems because you feel too bad about them and their problems. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to burden them with your issues because you feel like they already have so much going on, right? I feel like it's usually one of those two things that causes like you to not really feel like you can reach out, because like other things can happen later on with like friends and things like that, but like your ideas of like if you can reach out to people really are set by like how you're treated or like how you're raised when you're younger, right? So if you've always felt like you can't like talk to anybody and that like you feel like you have to face all your problems by yourself, I feel like it's one of those two things. It's either someone like minimized your difficulties as a child and like you never felt like anyone took your things seriously, or ever since you were a child you always felt like people had other things going on and you felt too bad like talking about your problems because you felt like whatever they were going through was gonna be like infinitely more important than yours, and I think the best way to like get like kind of like to try to work past it is understanding that like if you want to have a good relationship with somebody, you have to be willing to open up with them. Like you can't say that like you guys are having you can't say that you guys have a good relationship with each other if you guys can't be honest and speak to each other openly, so you're not burdening someone by telling them by telling somebody your feelings. You're not a problem, you're not a burden for telling somebody how you feel. If you are like approaching them with the intention of having them resolve it, like that might be a problem depending on what it is that you need to like vent to them about. But like having an open and honest communication, being like, hey, I had a really bad day, like it's not really that big of a deal, but I just kind of want to get it off my chest, is that okay? Or like understanding like when you do vent, understanding like to set up that boundary of like, oh, I'm not asking for help, because I know sometimes I can get overwhelmed when people like talk to me about bad stuff going on and things like that. But it's also like if they're my friend and I care about them, of course I'm gonna like make sure I think internally and I'm like, oh, like I know that they're not trying to say that they're not telling me this to make me feel bad, they're not telling me this to make my day worse, they're telling me this because they need help and they need someone to talk to, they need someone to listen to them. And like it doesn't need to be a huge like big deal, Thank you for the follow, I really appreciate it. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it so much. Just understand that like the way that you are right now, think about how long you've been that way. Most of us we are the way that we are right now because we've been that way all of our entire lives. So don't expect to be able to change like your habits in a week or a month. Like if we've been the way that we are for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, it's really really hard to change that so quickly. You have to give yourself the time to change your perspective. You have to give yourself enough time because you spent so much time in your one state of mind. Also, you guys can agree or disagree and chat with me. You guys can like you can put in your input too, and I can make them as well. Don't worry. It's not just like a my answer to this. It's also your guys' answer to this too. So if you guys have any opinions, don't be afraid to speak out on them. But yeah, I think that's the why do I assume every problem is mine alone to face. That's my best answer for that. I mean, I do the same thing too. And what I realized is that there's gonna be some things that I know I can solve on my own, and there's gonna be some things that I know I can't solve on my own. And majority of the times, if it's something that I can solve on my own, I don't tend to bring it up with people, because most of the times I don't really see the point in them. But if it's something that's really, really upsetting me, and I know that nobody else is going to be able to help, like it's something I can take care of on my own, but it's really, really upsetting me, I'll be like, hey, this thing's really upsetting me, and I just kind of want to talk about it. Yeah. You get, thank you. Okay, I'm glad. Okay. So yeah, but if it's something I know I can solve on my own, I've kind of like learned to be okay with like, of just dealing with it on my own. But if it's a problem, especially that you're having with somebody, it's so important to be able to communicate well with that person you're having that relationship with. Because if the relationship is meaningful enough, and if it's a meaningful relationship and you guys are both putting value into the relationship, you guys should both be able to like try your best to communicate with each other and like talk through your issues, because every little battle that you guys get through together, every little struggle, every little problem that you guys get through together, the stronger your relationship is. And and when bigger issues come up, you guys already have all these small tools that you guys have set up when you guys were fixing your little problems that you can use to tackle big issues that you guys might have together. Anxiety of after getting help, it won't help, and being in a worse spot, especially if an adult. Yeah, exactly. I remember when I was a kid and dealing with my dad's death, I remember thinking I couldn't talk to my mom about it because this was the same problem that she was dealing with and feeling. Then a few years ago, she told me that a friend of hers went through something similar and told her about if she was in bed crying about it. Then me and my sister was doing the same thing, and I thought to myself, I figured that out as a kid. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me make sure I understand. Then a few years ago, she told me a friend of hers went through something similar and told her about if she was in bed crying and about it. Then if she was in bed crying about it, then me and my sister was doing the same thing, and I thought to myself, I figured that out as a kid. Yeah. More and more studies show how much parenting styles affect children's emotional regulation, social and problem-solving skills. 100%. Imagine your parents are the first people that you, like, as a baby makes connections with, like a parent, a guardian, then the caregiver, that those people are like what the baby first gets emotional attachment to. And when you're emotionally attached to something, you really try to reflect what they do. You copy them, you learn everything about the world and how you see everything through them. It's really, really important. And I'm really sorry about what you went through. It's hard for me, what's it called? I don't know what it feels like to have a family, like a father or a close, like a parent pass away. So I cannot understand the struggle, but I feel like people with divorced parents can kind of relate depending on how the divorce was. I think that I feel like I would be the exact same way that you were, as a kid, barely, I would feel like I couldn't, talk to my mom because of, the fact that, I knew that they were struggling with it and that they might be struggling with it more or less, or I don't know, so I'd rather just keep it to myself. But one thing I realized was, and I think that this is something that I could only have realized now that I'm an adult, so I don't blame my younger self for this at all. Never be upset with how you handled things in the past, because, you can always want to thrive to do better than how you responded in the past, but we have to let our past go. We have to make peace with ourselves in the past, because there's literally nothing that we can do, and all the little mistakes that you make in the past can kind of combine to really help make you a better person today and tomorrow. But I was talking to my biological mom. I haven't lived with her for years now. I lived with her for 5 years when I lived in Japan. I lived with her for 7 years, right? I lived with both my parents for 2 years, and then when I was 2 years old, my parents divorced, and I lived with my biological mom for 5 years, and then and then I moved to America, and then my mom. It's kind of complicated, but I ended up living with her for about 1 more year. So I lived with her for 8 years, and I'm 21 now. So I haven't lived with her for the majority of my life. And I went through some really poopy things in high school that stemmed from my father, right? And I love my mom, but it's really hard to like talk to you like somebody when you feel like you haven't really been able to emotionally like talk to them for a while. Like I don't really talk to my mom about my problems because we only ever talked every few months, and I didn't really want to like weigh her down with like all my problems and stuff. We wanted to catch up and just have a good time, so I wouldn't really talk to her about my problems. But about a month or two ago, me and my biological mom were talking to each other, and I kind of started talking about everything that happened. Like I was just like vaguely talking about it. I was just like, oh yeah, like it was like really shitty, all this stuff that happened in high school, and the one thing I just really wanted was somebody to tell me that I deserve to be treated better, and I'm really like and then my mom got really upset because she realized that like she felt like she was supposed to be that person, and I told her, I was like, there was nothing you could do, there was nothing you could have known, and like my father like literally would purposefully leave her out of things. If he needed something to like manipulate me, he would contact my grandma on my mom's side rather than than contacting her, right? Because my grandma has like this kind of like really great image of my dad, like and like as like a Japanese person, my mom's not gonna go and like tear my dad's reputation down or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But both me and my mom started talking, and we realized that a lot of the shitty things that my dad did were shitty things that my dad did to my mom, and is the reason why they got a divorce. And part of that, like my mom had kind of like some shame and regret, like I can't believe like we let you go live with him. No, it's okay, Briley. It's like I know better now. I know better now, and I know that I do deserve to be treated better. I was just in a bad situation. It was hard because even if I did have someone that told me I deserve to be treated better, my brain wouldn't be able to process it because I was literally in control of someone who treated me like shit. My mom was like, it felt really bad, but what I told her was, don't feel bad, you couldn't have known better. And what we did instead was we just talked about it. And guess what? There was nobody who understood me and understood her more than each other, because we both experienced the exact same thing by the exact same person. And so like sometimes when you feel like you're experiencing something, you feel like you need to like be like, oh well, they're experiencing it heavier than they are, than I am, and so like I shouldn't bother them with this because they must be struggling more than I am. But sometimes feeling like there's somebody who understands, maybe not at the same scale as you do, but like someone who still understands is so important. Like I don't want my mom to feel regret, so I just communicated with her like, I don't want you to feel regret, like you did everything you could, there was nothing else you could have done, you didn't know, and I'm here now, and we're talking about it now, and that's really important. Like that's really important for us, Let's just talk about it, because there's nobody who's gonna understand your situation as much as I do, because we were in the same situation. Not only just the same situation, but with the same person. It's definitely a way to connect with somebody. Like you feel so alone and isolated when you're going through something terrible that like it sucks that like you to see somebody else be hurt the exact same way that you were, but it's also amazing to feel like you're not alone, and you feel like it validates your feelings a little bit more whenever there's someone who understands and can relate to your struggle. My father relied on me emotionally as a kid, and now I think everyone's emotions are my responsibility. Exactly, yeah. Like it's crazy how the way you're raised, it really does make a difference. I knew she was struggling with, I remember going to therapy with her and my sister, and me and my sister were in the corner playing with some toys. I'm sorry, Bree. See, and that's the thing too. Oh, hi, Angelo. How are you? My mom feels a lot of regret too, even though she did everything she could from where she was. She never feels like she did enough. Exactly, that's exactly how my mom feels as well. And the terrible thing too is like I had forgotten about it because I was young at the time. But my apparently, so when I moved in with my dad, me and my dad were like, me, my older sister, and my dad were only supposed to live with each other for 2 years, and then we were supposed to come back to Japan. And guess what happened? we never came back to Japan, and my father never let us renew our Japanese passport. If we ever flew to Japan, we were only ever allowed to fly in on American passports, because he would quote unquote say that he was afraid of our mom kidnapping us, even though technically that's literally exactly what they did to me. Are we living the same life? Maybe we are. And with Burley, like, I don't know. I know it's probably been a really long time since, your father passed away when you were so young. But I think what I'm trying to say is, like, your pain that you experienced is, like, it's not lessened with the fact, because of the fact that, like, your mom was struggling too, you know? Like, I hope that you and your mom are able to, like, kind of, like, 21 years this year. Yeah, that's crazy to me. And I literally can't imagine what that would feel like. But yeah, it's you and your mom have so much to relate to. You and your sister have so much to relate to, you know, like you guys are going through it together, not alone. And I hope that you guys can, like, I hope you guys, I feel like it's probably going to be a struggle every year. And I hope that you guys are there for each other and are working through it together, because there's no one who's going to understand it better than each other, you know? Exactly, we are worthy of it. Exactly, it's so important. Once I realized, like, I need to be the person that realizes I need help. Like, I can't wait around for someone to tell me that I deserve help. I need to be the one that, like, stands up for myself. It makes such a difference in your life. My father legally kidnapped us from our mom. Him and his lawyer told my ma they've shared custody switching every 6 months, but that wasn't what the divorce agreement actually said. So when 6 months actually, my mom was like, okay, I'm ready for the kids. And my father was like, well, no way! That's literally crazy. Yeah, I don't really know how it went. Like, technically, I guess you could say my mom kidnapped us. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, literally, it's such an interesting story. Like, my mom and my dad were not good for each other. I mean, I was 1 to 2 years old. I was 2 years old when they split up. So I honestly don't remember much. But my sister was 7, so she was old, and she has pretty good memory for some reason. So she remembers very well. And they used to apparently fight all the time. They would throw things and things like that. And apparently one day my dad just came home from work, and my mom and us were just gone. My mom had packed up our stuff, and she had just taken us to Japan because she just couldn't anymore. And then we were living in Japan, and my older sister wanted to start living in America because she wasn't a very academic person. She never ended up being a very academic person. She just didn't really care for school, and Japan is such an academic heavy place. And we lived out in, like, the countryside of Japan, so everybody was, like, really racist, even though we were, like, a half Japanese, because we weren't pure-blooded. We would get bullied a lot, especially in her grade level, because, like, they were old enough to really understand, like, race in her grade level. My grade level, we were too young to really notice the differences, you know? But yeah, and our father would come visit every once in a while and force like our teachers to use our American names instead of our Japanese names that we prefer to use. And so my sister was like, I want to live in America, and I was like, I'll just go where my sister goes. And my mom was like, you can have them for 2 years, but then they're supposed to come back. And my dad was like, okay, and we never came back. So yeah, people that have shared trauma with you can be such a good person to help bolster you and empathize with you, rather than isolating yourself. You can help each other heal. Exactly. And it's like, what's it called? Because the thing is that, like, sometimes the pain never goes away, but learning how to like function with that pain is so important. And, you know, when you guys can cope together, you guys can cope with that pain together. It really does help to have somebody there. My mom felt bad for feeling bad when her dad, my grandpa, died back in 2020 for having a lot more time with her dad than I did with mine. Also in 2020, the three of us went to a funeral together, and the person who died went through the same thing we did. So after the funeral was over, my sister thanked me for being strong when we were young. That's so sweet. Yeah, that's you have been very strong, Brilliant, and I know that I feel like you have the same issues of, like, not really knowing when to like speak out and ask for help when you need it. But just the fact that like the past few days, like, or like the past like week and last 2 weeks, like you've been letting us know that you haven't been feeling well, and I want you to know how big of like a step that is, like letting us know that you're not okay. It is incredible. Like sometimes we don't know what to do, because like for me, when I'm not doing okay, I kind of like it when a lot of people just act like everything's normal. Like I don't want people to like treat me any different, because that makes me feel even worse usually. And so I might not have been dealing with the fact that you've been having like a rough couple of weeks the best way, but I also know that you haven't been. I know that you're kind of struggling, and I'm like, and just knowing that like you're not doing the best, and you being able to communicate with us is like so important. Like to speak up, just saying I'm not doing okay, regardless of if we can actually help or not. Just being able to communicate like, hey, by the way, I just haven't been doing very good. It's so good, because sometimes there isn't anything that we can do, and sometimes there's nothing that you can do. Sometimes you just feel like poop for like a month for some reason. You can't really tell why, right? And you just kind of have to feel like poop, and try your best to like solve it, or like try to feel better or whatever, right? But knowing where each other is at in that headspace is so good, because to be a good community, to have a good friendship with each other, you have to be able to communicate with each other, you know, how you're feeling. And I'm so sorry, really, that like that you went through so much, especially as a young child. I again, I really don't know how that really would have like I don't really even know how I would have handled it. It's crazy. It really changes your life, because it's not something that like everyone's experienced. Not everyone has to experience that like that kind of loss as a child, you know. And so it's really hard to find people that can relate. It's really hard to find people who can feel at your level, you know. I remember, I feel like in middle school, like anytime I majority of the people I knew, their parents were not divorced, like the majority of my friends, right? And even if they weren't having a good relationship, like if the parents weren't having a good relationship, I was like, you'll never really understand the pain of being kind of thrown between like parents, like. And for that, I had felt like I was more mature, and it made me more condescending. It made me feel like a lot more pessimistic towards like the people that I knew that had like normal parents that would stayed together, you know. So it's a really like weird, it's like a really weird experience to have, especially as a kid, because it kind of jumps you forward on the maturity line. You didn't really get a chance to be a kid like everybody else got to, but at the same time, like I think people, like a lot of kids, experience a lot of terrible things. Do you like cookies or pancakes? I prefer crunchy cookies over pancakes, but I like pancakes. But I prefer waffles over pancakes. Also, hey, horse. Yeah, don't be singing Surface Pressure all by yourself. Pressure like a drip, drip, drip that'll never stop. Whoa. Ready to go. Yeah, and you know what? That's also why I want to normalize like more play for kid like things as an adult. Like if you're an adult and you want to have a stuffed animal, so what? Like it's really stupid that people gatekeep childhoods, because sometimes as an adult is like, sometimes when you become an adult is the first time that you're really free to be a child, if that makes sense. Like if as a kid you've had like really demanding parents, or like something's like really tragic going on where you feel like you have to step up and kind of pick up the weight for a parent in some kind of way, you know, sometimes the first moment that you're really allowed to be a kid is once you've turned into an adult, or like once like you've realized you're kind of like can put some space or some distance, or hopefully like the parent has like moved on from a thing, or like hopefully you've been able to get that space from a parent, you know. That's really like one of the first times where you really get to be a kid. Like sometimes I like beat myself up because I was like, you know, such a great student as a child. Like I was really on a great path, and now I've been out of university for a year now, and I spend most of my time playing video games, but I didn't get to play video games growing up. I didn't get to be a child like the way that I wanted to be when I was growing up. And so right now I realize that I'm just taking some time to heal my inner child, taking some time to do the things that I actually enjoy for once in my life. And it was okay for me to take a break from pretending to be you know, like a normal person, like I would have been this whole time, my whole life, you know. Hi Andrew. Brigham Young. Andrew, how are you doing? I can't stand crunchy cookies. It's okay, Briley. You'll have the soft cookies, and I can eat the crunchy cookies. Although, you know, one of the few soft cookies I really enjoy are the something house. It's like the one with it's like the soft sugar cookie with the frosting on top. My friends in high school, we called them crack cookies because they were so addicting. I never got to be. Oh yeah, I read that. But I'm thankful to be exactly. I feel like I'm thankful for like the fact that I am the person that I am right now. But I also am like trying to let myself have the time, to be like a kid again. I have to wait. I saw my Switch case and my luggage, and I assume I had it with me. It was empty. No, we hate to see it. I'm so sorry. I have to deal with kid emotions now that I'm in a safe place, and I gotta say, kid emotions fucking suck. No, literally that too. Like it's like also because like if you've learned to mature first, and then now you're like getting to be your like inner child, it really sucks because it's like it's like you're battling with yourself because you want to feel the way that you feel now that you're able to feel what you feel, but like now you've already objectively know that what you're like feeling and thinking is kind of irrational, and so you're kind of also battling with yourself. It's like a weird position to be in. IDK, I guess it's because my parents made it clear how many sacrifices they make for me. I just want to make some things easier on them even if I have to suffer. My parents really gassed me up as a kid, never let me fail, so I get really easily discouraged when I fail. Me too. I literally get were they store-bought? Yes, the store-bought ones. It's like Loft House or something like that. Sugar cookies are crack confirmed. Literally. I like to make cookies make a cookie have just enough crunch on the outside but slightly melty on the inside. See, I like crunchy cookies through and through. Just like I like the corner edges of brownies because I like that it's crunchier. I feel like I was fortunate that I had parents who get along. I think it's supposed to say along well. Yeah. You gotta go back and deal with all that stuff you couldn't because you were in flight. Exactly. I always just feel like once you're completely stop being a kid, something is wrong. Exactly. I just try to always be even, just a little bit of a grown child, just with friends. I'll be dumb and exactly. Being adult is so overrated, and I also think that like being an adult is such like a made up concept. It's like I don't know, like what do you guys like? You guys can. Being an adult or a child, right? Like if you really look at the base of it, it's just based off of numbers, right? But we look at like adults sometimes. They're like, oh, they're such a child, and so then it's like, okay, being an adult or a child is not actually. It's not actually just like an objective number. It's a subjective thing. Like people can look at you and be like, it's just exactly. You know, people. It's just assumptions. It's just like a perception of like how somebody is. You know. So it's a dumb way of measuring someone. Like you're not a kid, you're not an adult, you're you, and you're how you want to express yourself, and that's totally fine. But yeah, exactly. It's exactly fake like gender. When I found out when we were moving from the house at the time, my sister told me at school, and I couldn't believe her. But then I got home and found the for sale sign in the front house, and my response was, okay, it's time to pack up the whole house by myself. So I started packing while my grandma was barely. This conversation making me realize how much trauma I witnessed as a kid. Yeah, no, it's crazy how much we go through as kids, you know? Because the thing is, like, no matter how much our parents try to make, if you have good parents that try to make the world seem a little less stressful when you're a child, the thing is that, like, the world can be really scary and hard, and there's a lot going on, and, like, I'm sorry, you know, therapy Brie, you know, I'm the type of person that you really gotta start at the roots, and like really, like, it's crazy how like you as a child can really affect you. But this is the thing too, right, is like I was a very deep thinker as a child. Like, these are things I was thinking ever since, like, middle school, and things like that. And I think I went through this period of time where I was really stuck. I got really stuck because all I would do was think about how my past affected how I am right now. Like, I was like, you know, like, oh, all these things that if I didn't go through all these things as a child, you know, I wouldn't be experiencing what I'm experiencing right now. But the thing is, I realized that, and it's like one of those cheesy lines, right? Like, you're not what happened to you, and you are not your past. It's really sometimes important to understand yourself, and understanding yourself can stem from like learning about how you were raised and like the things that you experienced as a child. But it's one of those things where you kind of have to like think about it, you write it down, or like you kind of make a mental note, like, okay, I maybe I experienced this, or like I think this way because of this, right? But then you can put that, put that list down, because you are not that list that you just created. Those are just experiences that you have, and you are not your experiences. You are who you choose to be every single day. You get to choose how you want to react. You get to choose how you want to respond to things. You get to choose how you view things in your perspective. Like, you can have like a really, really shitty time, and there might be things that you have trauma over that you really need help getting through. Like, something that I like personally I've talked about as well, and it's a reason why it's a rule in the Discord servers. I dealt with kind of some trauma dealing with alcohol and drug use, both like mainly from people like around me. Like, I had a boyfriend who started like abusing drugs when we were in a relationship, and that was really, really hard for me because that was also my very first experience with drugs. So like my very first experience with drugs, and what solidified my ideas and my connection to drugs was that someone I cared about, like I really cared about at the time, started using it as a way to like cope in their lives, and then started becoming really sneaky. They really changed as a human being, because of the fact that we're using it. So now it's very, very triggering to me, but I try to do what I can every day to adapt and to like try to get over it. But I also am validating myself by saying like I have these things, and I don't always want to deal with being triggered by it. So if you guys could respect it, I really appreciate it. But I also don't want to just stop being friends with somebody if they are they like smoke or something, but like in a safe way, and things like that. Because I also know that like there are medical uses for like marijuana and things like that. Like when I was a kid, I almost had to be put on medical marijuana because people thought that I had glaucoma, but I didn't, thankfully. So like it's a really weird thing to have trauma over, because for most people the use of like especially like weed is very, very normalized, and like drugs have been pretty normalized within our childhoods, like throughout high school. Like I feel like a lot of people were getting really normalized to the idea of them, but for me, I just had such a bad experience, and so I understand that I'm different than people in that way. But I find people who understand the struggle that I have. I have friends that understand like how uncomfortable it can be sometimes to have this conversation, and I tend to stick around hanging out with those people because they understand me. And the people who really do care about me, even though some people don't really understand why I get so uncomfortable by these topics, they for the most part try to do a good job of like not bringing it up too much. And if they do bring it up, I try to be respectful, but if it really does trigger me, I try to also be understanding of the fact that it's okay for me to say like, hey, like, can we just not talk about that right now? And people who really care will not make a big deal about it. If people really care about you and they know that it's something that's hard for you to talk about, and you're not emotionally ready to talk about it at that time, they will understand when you say, hey, I don't want to talk about this right now, I have a lot of reasonably, but to me, I still have a single stuffed dog that helps me sleep when I was miserable. He's still around and still helps. We love that. That's so cute. Looking back now, I realize that there's some things that my parents did that was abusive. Yeah, parents aren't gonna be perfect. What's it called? And it's really sucky to realize like some shit that parents do. Parenting is really, really hard too, and I try to keep that in mind. But like the reason why I still hold a grudge against my parents for sure is because they started getting abusive to the point where like I noticed that they were being abusive, and I tried to talk to them about it, and I was saying like, you guys are hurting me, please stop doing this, and they didn't care, and they always blamed me instead. They never try to have an open conversation with me, and I was trying to humanize them as much as possible. I was trying to have a conversation with them. I was trying to be understanding of the fact they're human beings, and and like try to talk to them about the things that I was feeling and the way that they were making me feel, and they refused to have that conversation with me. They pushed me away, and they just started doing what they were doing but making it worse, and be like, oh, is this what you think that we're doing? And they would just start doing it worse. And that's when I stopped having respect for them, because they weren't trying to work through things with me. They weren't trying to, they weren't just making human mistakes. They weren't just being people. They were being selfish, and they were being a child, pretty much. They were children trying to raise children, and that's just when I stopped losing respect for my parents. But like, there's also times that like you know, like I think about like me when I like am taking care of pets as like the best like explanation of like how I think I would react as a parent, right? There's sometimes when I'm like dog sitting and stuff like that, right? Because the dogs I dog sit, they're big dogs, and they're really thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. I'm howdy. I'm here to be a stress reliever for you because I love you so much. I appreciate you, Bear. We're doing a little thing where we answer some questions from Google, like Google Doc questions that people have. So we're kind of talking about this topic. We kind of like branched off of this for a little bit, but I'm totally fine with that because I think we're talking about really important things. There's a difference between making mistakes sometimes and basically torturing your child and your care. Exactly. And so like sometimes you look back and you realize like some shady things like your parents did or your friends did, but sometimes they didn't know that they were doing something bad, or sometimes they just did it out of like pure emotion. So it's really hard. But it's like, that's why like communication is so key. Communication is so important. You know? That's how I feel. Like, even though it was tough dealing with as a kid, and now I wouldn't change it. Yeah, you're the reason why I love you're the reason I love, the reason I trust. Cause girl, you're an angel. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. My parents always say things like it hurts us when you're hurt. Well, now I'm gonna come to you whenever Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's hard. I feel like I have to be strong and happy because that's what my parents want to see, but that's not what I am. Exactly. Like, it's really weird how like sometimes we say things that like thinks are helpful and it's really not helpful at all. Like it hurts us when you're hurt. It's like, no, like I don't need you to be hurt when I'm hurt. I need you to be like there for me when I'm hurt, or at least just listen. But yeah, drugs definitely suck. One of my sister's friends from school recently died from an infection, most likely drug use. Yeah, it's scary. Drugs are really scary. I watched my grandpa go from the nicest, sweetest person to a complete drunk. That made me not like alcohol. He did eventually stop. That though just never goes away. So I'm very careful. I think I have the potential to do that. I mean, everybody has the potential to be an addict, but I know that I have like a very addictive person. I get addicted to things very, very easily, which is why I personally chose to stay away from drugs and alcohol. Also because I, as a kid, like in middle school, I listened to, this is gonna sound kind of weird, right? But I listened to a lot of Ed Sheeran's Plus album, you know, and where he like some of my favorite songs in middle school, right? Like I was like, what, 11, 12, 13, I was singing like, I wanna be drunk when I wake up on the right side of the wrong bed, and every excuse I made up, right? Like, I was listening to songs that glorified drugs and alcohol so much. And I caught myself. There was a few times when I was in middle school, I felt like really low down. I didn't really like talking to my friends about my problems. And what did I do? I tried to sneak alcohol from my parents because I thought that would make me feel a little better, you know? And once I realized that what I was doing was really wrong, like I realized it in middle school, I just told myself that like through high school, through college, that I wasn't going to touch alcohol, because I didn't ever because I knew that I had depression ever since middle school. Like I knew that I was struggling with something ever since I was in middle school. And so I was like, as long as I don't put myself in those situations where I could grab those things, then, you know, it will probably be helpful for me, because that way I won't give myself a chance to be addicted to something. I won't give me this outlet that it's not actually helpful. Instead, I'd rather find something that's actually helpful in resolving my issues, you know? Good combo starter. Yes, we love that. my mom told me a while ago that my dad was kind of becoming an alcoholic. Yeah, it's really hard. Like, there was a period of time that my parents were kind of becoming alcoholics when I was in high school too. But the thing is that I think it was really interesting is a lot of times when like we as outsiders are more likely to notice when our friends and family are just drinking a lot more than they used to, but they'll be like, no, I'm not, or like everything's fine, I don't know what you're talking about, but there's usually something not right, you know. Like, I remember someone close to me, they were like, oh yeah, like, you know, I smoke sometimes but not really at all. Like, I smoke sometimes if I'm at a party, just to kind of like blend in with the vibes, but like other than that I don't. And then all of a sudden Thank you for the raid, Liz. I really, really appreciate it. Welcome in. Hi, raiders. My name is Bree. Hi, Liz. How are you? How was your stream? We're having we're doing this thing called Ponderings. You guys put in like little question, like anyone in chat can do !ponderings and go to this Google form and fill out like a question or something you guys want to talk about, something you guys want to hear my opinion and chat's opinions about. So that's what we're doing right now. Someone asked this question right here. And we've been kind of like stemmed off of it. You are on Val? You've been playing Val? Let's go. Yeah, I've been in the mood to play Val recently too, but I haven't been playing as much because I've been like busy trying to do stream stuff. But I'm taking a break after today's stream. I'm not gonna stream at all next week. So yeah, we're getting really deep and just kind of talking about life, pretty much. Yeah. So thank you. Hi Pearl. Hi. But yeah, thank you for the exclamation points and thank you for the shout out. We love to see you. I was on who asked this question, by the way. I recognized it as soon as I dropped in. Okay. Thank you, Horace. I really appreciate it. If you ever, okay, I will let you know. I would definitely let you know. I'll send you my Riot ID. Wait, are we already friends with each other on Riot? I feel like I've seen your name on Riot before. Also, we have a new emote. It's the little ding dong. Ding dong. But yeah, we're just kind of getting deep, talking about our life and stuff. I know we're friends on Apex. Yeah. What's it called? I will send you my Riot ID. Oh, it's Bregoose3131. If you still have it open and you want to add me, I'll accept it. But yeah. Hi, Kirito. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day today. But yeah, back to kind of back to the question a little bit. We literally started talking about like how like so I was trying to answer like the why do I assume every problem is mine alone to face, right? We kind of started talking about like we were talking about like our childhood, like how we're raised, kind of like yeah, it does work. I was like excited. Hello, I like it. It's like you're announcing everybody, like they're like they're here. Hello. I love it. What's it called? It kind of really stems as like from your childhood. But yeah, let me start going back to the question, okay, a little bit. So really figure out, like, try to figure it out, because like, you know, like when you say why do I assume this, it's really hard for us to know, you know, like I don't know how you were raised. I really don't know. I don't know how your relationships were as a child and with your parents and things like that, but those things can really do affect it. So like next time when you want to reach out for help but you don't know how, really like think about it. Like, why are you afraid to reach out? Is it because you don't want to burden them? Is it because you feel like they won't validate your feelings? Is it because you feel like they'll brush you off? Is it because like you feel like they'll make you feel invalidated for your feelings and be like, well, I don't understand why you're upset about this, and things like that, right? Like, yeah, okay, I don't want to burden them with shit I can do on my own. Okay, so I am exactly the same way, right? I don't want to burden people. Like, I'm like, if I can deal with this, then why would I burden someone? So I think that then when you realize why you don't want to talk about it, then think about the issue that you're thinking about. Like, I don't know if this was directed at a specific thing or if you're talking about multiple different things that you have experienced that you're struggling with, but like that thing, is it an objective thing that like there's X problem and I can do Y to solve it? Is it something very linear like that? Or is it something more complex? Is it like a feeling, an emotion, or like a situation you have no control over that you were kind of just thrown into, that you don't really have a way of dealing with? Yeah, okay, it's more complex. So if it's something more complex, then like the thing is that you can't really deal with it on your own. It's not a situation that you've created yourself, right? So whenever I used to be like, oh, I can deal with this on my own, but really the only things that you can deal with on your own are things that like you created for yourself, you know? Like it's like if you, yeah, I totally get that. So if it's something that's like, if it's not like something like, oh, you know what, like I accidentally painted this thing red and I wanted to paint it blue, so I can fix that on my own. That's something that you can fix on your own, 100%. Yeah, like maybe you might need help going to get paint or something like that, right? But it's very, very objective. It's very, very like linear. It's very simple. But when it's something complex where you've been put in a situation or there's something going on, you had no control over it, you have no ability to change. Like if it's dealing, especially if it deals with other people, it's very, very hard because you cannot change how other people feel or react. Or if it's something like you need help from somebody else, that's also hard because it's like you can't force someone to help you, you know what I'm saying? It can be really, really hard to deal with, and sometimes your parents aren't going to be the best person to deal with it, because I don't know how many people in chat know, but I am not very close to my parents. Like I love my biological mom, but I haven't seen her in years, and I never really got to talk to her about my problems because we didn't get to talk much as children. So I love her and I appreciate when she supports, but she's not usually my go-to person, you know. Even though I know that kind of hurts her in a sense. I also know that I need to do what's right for me and not just what's right for everybody else. So, thankfully, what I have is, right now, I have, like, a friend that I'm very comfortable talking about my problems with, and, well, not even very comfortable, because I feel like shit talking to anybody, about anything. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let me talk about this, because, okay, I did not have a good relationship with my parents. I did not have a good relationship with any, my siblings, especially like I had an older sister, and then my younger siblings were way too younger to like really like to like talk to, because they're significantly younger than me. They're 14 and they're 12 and 14 years younger than me, so they're like children, you know what I'm saying? In high school I didn't have a lot of friends because the way that my parents were kind of prevented me from having friends, you know. So the way I dealt with a lot of the things that I was feeling was I journaled. Like let's say like I'm gonna pull out like a few things, and whatever you feel like might resonate with you is what like you should like maybe trying out all these different things and seeing what works for you, right? Like the first thing I was doing was journaling, and journaling helped me because it helped me feel like I was talking to somebody. It helped me have like an outlet to speak about the things that I felt like I wasn't in control of, and it made me kind of help understand what I was going through a little bit. Like maybe I didn't have any one person I could talk to, but I would talk to my journal like it was a person, and that way I wouldn't hear any opinions or thoughts that I didn't care to have. There's no one to diminish my feelings and opinions because I'm writing it to a piece of paper. But just having the ability, like we're as human beings, we're like very social people, and sometimes writing can be a social thing for introverted people. Like I'm very introverted, so just being able to feel like I'm communicating my thoughts is really, really important. So I would journal, and sometimes I would get really, really creative, and I would kind of write like poetic journal entries because I like feeling like it was artsy, you know. I'm not depressed, I'm just lazy. And that's literally the opposite. It's literally the opposite. Like people chalk things up. That's like another sick like thing that like my parents instilled in me too. It's like, oh, you don't have depression, you're just lazy. You don't have ADHD, you're just lazy. Like you don't have these problems, you just choose to be a certain type of way, which is so not true, you know? Like there's so much parts of us that like there's so many things going on that we don't always have control over, and we are always told that it's our fault, but it's really not. It's really, really not. And like the problem with people telling you like, oh, you're not this, you're just this, like you're just lazy or like something like that, is that it deters you. I mean, it deters you from finding like methods that actually help with that issue, you know. You know what? I used to make fun of myself too. I probably look like a psychopath because I very much remember a journal entry where for about a whole page I just wrote in bold letters with my pen, you are fucking stupid, you are fucking stupid, like, you're fucking stupid, you're fucking stupid, you're fucking stupid, like, I hate you, to myself. Like, I was writing that about myself, right? But, like, it helped me vent. And, like, did it make me feel like shit that I was saying that about myself? Yeah, probably. But at least I wasn't bottling it all inside. I was expressing it somehow. You know, I was, like, letting it out. Because sometimes just letting it out of your body is important. Or, like, sometimes I'd be like, wow, what a fucking stupid bitch you are. Why do you think that this would ever even work out? Why do you ever think that, like, this is how to handle things? You're stupid, you're stupid. Like, I used to write shit like that in my journals. Like, I used to be, like, it was sometimes I'd write some fucked up shit, you know, about myself, because it's what, like, but I still say those things about myself. I called some of the irrational emotion I was feeling pathetic. Yeah, see, like the thing, but the thing is that, like, once when you're writing things in a journal, depending on how, like, it is that you feel about it, like, once you've kind of have a clear mind, you can go back and look at it and kind of look at it more objective, like, oh, why did I think I was stupid? Why did I think this emotion made me this way? And it's like, oh, I'm invalidating my own feelings. Why am I invalidating my own feelings? Oh, because no one's really told me that it's okay to feel things. I've always felt like I've had to suppress them. And it's like, okay, well, should I be living my life by other people's expectations, or should I be living them by my own expectations, you know? It's really, really hard. You're totally good, Leonardo. I'm also, like, getting sweaty. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Wait. I'm like so sweaty. Also stretch a little stretch. I'm gonna put a t-shirt on. Welcome, Louise. We're answering this question prompt thing. Oh, exactly. A little stretch break. My lower back really hurts, which is something that happens when I'm on my period, by the way, guys. I don't know if I said that yesterday, but it's a struggle. And my lower back hurts really bad whenever I'm on my period, which sucks. But, using that, like, back massager things have been so helpful. Good crunch. You felt that crack. I'm glad you guys, I'm glad the mic picked it up. Also, hi, Minnie. Yeah, I'm a very my hips used to pop all the time, and they still do. I just don't, like, stretch them as much. Hi, Louise. But yeah, so journaling was good. At one point I was like, I think I just need someone else to talk to. I tried out therapy. Therapy wasn't for me. It's really hard to go from not having anybody to talk to about your emotions at all to have somebody that you're supposed to 100% tell all of your emotions, like, honestly to. It's really jarring. So it wasn't for me, but that's definitely something people can try out. You can, if you don't feel like you have, like, a lot of close friends that can deal with, like, that you can talk to and things like that, like, trying to find an art that helps you express, or a thing that helps you express things is really important. And the thing that I ended up doing most of the time as a child is I would vent to strangers on the internet. So, surprise, surprise that I'm here right now doing what I'm doing. So, you know, if you guys ever don't feel like you have somebody at home or in your personal lives that you feel like you can talk to about that really understands, like, you know, asking these types of questions in the ponderings things, like, or, like, just, like, I would literally go into random chat rooms, which, like, I know wasn't the safest, especially when I was a kid, but I would do that and just talk to people, and a lot of people would listen, and sometimes you just needed to vent to somebody that you knew you would never interact with ever again, you know? Yeah, I know the chica dance is expensive. Why do you think it's pathetic, though? Yeah, Exactly, Pond is a creative outlet. Exactly. And that's why I also want to have like the ponderings thing, is because I don't want things to be so heavy all the time, because sometimes when we're struggling with a lot of stuff in our lives, we just need something that's chill. But I also want you guys to have an opportunity to like talk about your problems and let it out, you know? Because it means I really have no one else to talk to. But is it that wrong to be like, if you really don't feel comfortable talking to anybody in your personal life about these things, like is it really pathetic of you to be looking looking out for someone to talk to these things about, you know? I am eating, yeah. I have fried rice today, which is very yummy. And that's fair. Like, horse, something that yeah. Sometimes the way that we feel about things, right? Like, you can say like, oh, it makes me feel really pathetic to do this, and you can just say like, that's just how I think. But like, why do you think that way? Were you told that? Did you experience something that made you feel like you can't do this thing? And is that really how you want to feel about it? Is that how you want to feel about it, or is that how you've just been told that you're supposed to feel about it, you know? I always find it easier talking to strangers. Exactly, me too. I always feel like it's always been easier to talk to strangers. So like yeah. So like, or like, let's say like, oh, writing in a journal, like writing for journals are like it's too girly for me. But like, why? Like, or it's like, I don't like it, and it's like, I don't need that. I don't want that type of mentality. True. I think that like when we're going through a hard time, it's really easy to close off and be like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I don't need help, I'm just meant to be suffer, I'm meant to be miserable, I'm meant to be in pain, I'm meant to experience all these things, I'm meant to like just be miserable, that's just what I'm supposed to do in life, like I don't deserve to be better. I think that's 100% the biggest sign that like you're going through something that you shouldn't be, you know? Also, thank you for the bless you. And the thing is that, like, you feel like no one else is going through it, but the reality is there's so many people in this world that are going through things that similar to what you're going through. Maybe it might not be the exact same thing, but oh, good night, Leo. Good night, Leonardo. But there are people that are going through very, very similar things. If it's not like, no one can know exactly, but there can be people who are going through very similar things. And the more you realize that I think, okay, when I was a kid, this is how I was. I was like, my pain makes me special. No one knows how I feel. No one will ever understand what it's like to be me because I'm going through this thing. And I deserve to feel this pain, and this pain is the only thing that makes me different than everybody else. So that's how I was like. I wanted to be such a quirky girl and so different, so bad that it was actually kind of biting me in my own ass more than anything else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that's how you're being, but I'm saying that's how I was. And it was very, very detrimental to my actual like health. So it's like once I realized that I was like, oh, I'm in pain, but I don't want to be the person who's in pain because of everybody else. I don't want to be the product of someone else, like what someone else did to me. I want to be who I am. I don't want to be the product of this bad thing that happened to me. I don't want to be like, I am me because of this. I want to be me because that's who I want to be. That's who I choose to be. I want to make the decisions that I make because I make them, and not because like it's a opinion or a thought that someone else fed to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to think something just because that's the way that I was told to think about something. You don't know and that's totally fine. Like, you don't have to know exactly everything right now. But you can start picking up things like let's say, like, for me, like, the way I started doing that was like, oh, I didn't really like that I do this thing. Like, I don't know who I want to be. Like, I don't know who I want to be when I grow up. okay, like I haven't finished college and I want to go back, but I don't even really know what I want to study, right? But like let's say that like I was told, okay, my parents are kind of homophobic and racist, right? So I was told that every person who was gay was just gay because they wanted to be flamboyant and be different and quirky, okay? But and that's how I thought at first. I was like, oh, gay people aren't real. Gay people are just making it up because they want to feel special, and they're just like, they always want to like rub it in our face, right? Like that's what I was raised to be told, but that's not what I think now. And it took a while for me to get there. Like I had to be like, okay, well, why would someone do that? I'm like, okay, that makes no sense. So then what I did was I just kind of be quiet, and I just took the time to hear from other people, hear how other people dealt with things, how other people felt about their sexuality, how people learn about their sexuality. And it's like, okay, well, it doesn't seem like they're just choosing to do it. It seems like that's who they are, and it helped me change, you know? So it's like, what's it called? Let's say like I used to get really angry about things. Like, okay, oh, this is a really good example. I used to have like a really angry thing. What I learned was I decided, I was like, this is a weird way to think and I don't want it. And you know what I did? I went on the internet and I would just watch a million YouTube videos. And now there's TikTok videos too, you know? But I would literally, there's YouTube videos, there's online like articles about so many different things. I would read about it, articles about it. I would watch YouTube videos of people talking about the sexualities, their coming out stories and things like that. And then I would be like, and I, kind of started piecing my own opinion from what I've learned, you know? Brie with glasses? Yeah, did you know that I actually need glasses to see? I wear contacts all the time. But yeah, or like my let's say with my little sister, right? My little sister, she's a little tiny kid, right? So she has this thing where exactly. So my little sister had this thing where she would come into my room and she would touch everything. She'd be like, what's this? What's this? What's that for? What's this? What's that for? Why do you need this? And she would do it for literally everything. As soon as I answered one question, she would do the next thing. And it literally used to drive me nuts. And I would, at one point, I literally got to the point where I was like, get out of my room. I cannot deal with you right now. And then I felt like such a bitch. But you know what? I was like, okay, why do you feel frustrated by that? I'm like, because it's annoying. And I was like, okay, so why is it annoying? I'm like, because I'm just chill. I just want to chill in my own room without having to ask a million questions. Jax, what's this? What's this? Da 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 da. Exactly. And I was like, well, because I want to be able to exist in my own space without being asked a million questions about my stuff. And especially like when I'm not caffeinated, I can be a real bitch sometimes. Okay, like I get really on my nerves really easily, and I get really annoyed, really annoyed really easily. And so I was like, did you like the way that you made your sister feel when you kicked her out of your room? I was like, no, I feel really shitty about it. And I was like, what could I have done better? I was like, communicate my feelings. That's probably the best way. Like, even they're like 8 or they were 7 years old at the time. I was like, that doesn't mean that they can't comprehend my words as a person, you know? So I was like, okay, next time, instead of getting frustrated, what should you do? I was like, next time, instead of getting frustrated, I'll say, hold on, and I'll take a deep breath. And I was like, okay. And then I would go, my sister would go, what's this? And I'd be like, hold on 1 second. And I'd be like, calm myself down a little bit, right? Like, and then I'd be like, hey, I don't know, name, right? Hey sister, hey sisters, hey, sorry, hey younger sister's name, insert younger sister name, I know you're really curious about all this stuff, and I love that you're staying curious because it's really good to ask questions about things. But right now, I'm feeling really tired, and I don't really want to talk about why I have some of the stuff that I have. If you want to come hang out with me in your room and you want to read a book or you want to do some coloring or something like that, I'm fine with that. But I don't really feel like talking right now. Is it okay if we hang out together without talking? And you know, at first, my younger sister kind of got offended, and she was like, because at this point, she at this point, she had this like personal trauma from apparently one time in her elementary school, someone had called her annoying, and that really hurt her feelings, which is totally valid. I hate being called annoying, okay? So she felt like her trauma, like, from that experience, like, triggered when I said that, and she's like, are you saying I'm annoying? And I had to be like, no, I'm not saying you're annoying. I'm just saying that I'm feeling really tired right now and I don't really feel like talking. And I really love and care about you, so I'm trying to tell you how I feel. And I want to be able to hang out with you, but in a way that we'll both enjoy it, you know? And she was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And so she brought, like, her tablet in, and she started watching a YouTube video while I was doing something on my computer or something like that, you know, on my laptop at the time. And it's like, okay, like, bam, like, I didn't, that thing was such a small thing that it only took me one time of realizing I handled a situation poorly to be better. And it's gonna, like, some things are like a bigger situation that I might take a time to adjust the way you speak to people, especially when the people don't take the time to be nice to you back, because that's a big thing I had in my work, is that I would try to talk to people very kindly at my job, and then they'd just be bitches to me, and I'd just be like, okay. Like, I can't force you to talk kindly to me, but I'm never gonna like blow up on you just because you blow up on me, you know? I was always the sister in this situation. My brothers are 6 years older than me, and there's always that separation. Exactly, yeah. My older sisters is 5 years older than me, and my younger siblings are 12 and 14 years younger than me. So I have such a big age gap between all of my siblings. Me and my siblings have always had a hard time being close, and I can understand exactly how you feel, Horace, because I was that kid as a child. Like, my older sister hated me because I always wanted to hang out with her friends. I always wanted to know everything that my older sister was doing because I thought that she was so cool and I wanted to be just like her, and she hated me. She would literally, like, be so annoyed with me all the time, you know? And she was kind of emo, and my older sister was going through a lot as a kid, so we didn't have like the very best of relationships, but I'm glad that, like, me and my younger sister have a good relationship because I've learned to, like, communicate with her, you know? They just yelled at me to piss off, and that stopped me from being curious. It's nice to get the older siblings' perspective. I never talked like this with my brother. Yeah, and the thing is, too, is, like, it's so hard because your siblings are, like, just like your parents, right? Like, we talk about, like, how we are affected so much by our parents. It's the same thing with our siblings. So if if now that you're saying that your brother used to just tell you to piss off, and then that was just your relationship, that kind of gives me the feeling that your parents always kind of just brushed you off. They just kind of like just told you, like, they never really listened to you guys, because if they listened to you guys, or if they communicated with you guys effectively, that's the way your brother would have also spoke to you, you know? Being nice is sometimes hard. Being nice can be hard, but it's a choice that you make, you know? You can choose to react with your emotions, or you can, like, in a negative way, or you can choose to respond in a more, like, calm way. And it takes a lot of practice and, like, mental strength, but it is a choice. It is a choice that you make every single time you speak. You know? And so, yeah, exactly, yeah. And choose kindness, yeah, for sure. And the thing is, like, at first, when I started choosing kindness, I was kind to everybody, and then you slowly realize that there's people who deserve your kindness, and there's people who just don't deserve your time, and that's okay too. But just be patient with yourself. It takes, like, it's very, very, a very, very slow thing. So, like, maybe, like, you don't have the best relationship with your parents and your family, and you don't really have a lot of friends. That's okay. I think for me, when I was going through a phase, like, the biggest phase, I've never really felt close to anybody growing up. I've never really had any close friends. This is actually the first time in my life where I feel like I have friends I can actually talk to. Bro, why does this conversation make me cry? Because I realize how lucky I am to have good friends now. Yeah, it's crazy. It's because there's so many shitty people in the world, and we just kind of think that we're just trapped with the people we know right now. So when I was going through most of my middle school and high school years where I didn't really have a lot of close friends, what I did instead was just I got really active in a lot of different communities. Like I was never close to, it was like I was never close to any one or few people. I just vaguely was acquainted with lots of people, and it helped me like learn little things about people. It made me pick up little habits from people I really liked. Like I was like, oh, I really like the way that this person handles the situation, or I really like this person's outlook on this situation. I become kind of like a conglomerate of all these good traits, or like traits I admired from other people, and I kind of stuck onto me, and made them my own, and like learned how to do it in my own way. Or like sometimes I'd find a thing that I was like, oh, this seems like a really good trait, and I would do it, and then someone would be like, that makes me feel really invalidated, and I'm like, okay, well, how can I do this in a way that like accommodates to this thing? Like every day we're growing, and every way we're changing. That's why I internalize all my personal problems, because if I asked my family, they would give me the same shit. Yep. And it's so hard. Like you have to feel safe to be open about your stuff, and things like that. And making friends is a lot harder. Like it's easier said than done, right? Like be like, oh, just make some friends, blah 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 blah. But the thing is that like just knowing people, just finding people you vibe with can sometimes be the best step forward, especially if you feel really, really isolated. Like maybe the first step, maybe if you're someone who invalidates your own feelings, the first step isn't to find someone that helps you talk about your feelings. It's not finding that therapist. It's not finding that person that like talks about your issues with you. It's finding someone that you can feel just a little bit more safe, a little bit more chill, like a little bit more relaxed and vibe with, Yeah, literally, Horace. Literally, I feel you so much. I had a psych teacher who was like all the students praised him, was like, oh, he's so helpful, like he helps like me with my personal issues. And I went to him for a personal issue, and they were like, that sounds like something you should talk to your counselor about. But my counselor literally told me that I should go fuck myself, pretty much. So I was like, I don't know what you guys want from me. Yeah, we're doing TED Talk, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Just if you're having a little TikTok. My bonds with my siblings got better in time. We were at each other's throats when we were younger, but we have grown a mutual respect for one another over time, and I really like to talk to them. We love that. Yeah, me and my older sister hated each other, but now we're kind of chill with each other. But I'm also like kind of not chill with my older sister. We were chill, and then when I was going through everything with my parents, I was trying to. She was already out of the house at that time because she was in university, and then when she came back, because I wasn't talking to my sister about what was going on, so my parents spun the story and told her what like how I was making them feel, and that I was being like a bitch or whatever, and my sister's the type of person that like is like, especially like not in most situations, but with my parents, my older sister is the type of person that says just do what they want, and then when they're not looking, do whatever you want. That's we call it playing the game. Like me and my sister always call it playing the game, right? It's like we know that what my parents want, we know what our parents' expectations are, we know how our parents want us to act in front of them, so in front of them do those things, and then when you're not there, just do whatever the fuck you want, and fuck them, that's my older sister's perspective, like that, and that's what she wishes that she did, because she was like, I don't like that you cause all these problems in the house, like I wish you would just do what they want to say, I wish you wouldn't cause all these problems. But my perspective is, I want to be me, I want to be the authentic me that I am, and I want to be able to be honest and speak to you about it. If you cared about me, you would talk to me about it. Like when I was talking about somebody being like, I literally said gay is okay at my dinner table, knowing that my parents are kind of like weird about that shit, and my parents literally just said, don't say that at the dinner table. And I was like, why? like if you're gonna be homophobic, like what, why? Like I am not homophobic, actually. I think that gay is okay, so I'm gonna say gay is okay regardless of if I'm standing in front of my parents, if I'm standing in front of my professor, if I'm standing in front of my friends, if I'm sitting by myself, I'm gonna say gay is okay, because it is. Guess what? It's okay to be gay. It's okay to like people. Sorry for saying that in front of my siblings, that it's okay to like the people you like. Hello? That's so weird, for giving some good advice. I appreciate it. I don't feel like talking to a stranger alone in a room. Therapy was not for me. Horace, I'm gonna be 100% honest. People are always like, I think people's like go-to answer when they're like, oh, I'm like going through hard times, like go to hit therapy. And I know people, like I don't know if Bubbly's still in chat, but they have a very good experience with therapy. I've had terrible experience with therapy, and I hate therapy, low-key. I've just had such bad experiences with therapy. And what I realized that works best for me is just intuition and like being more intuitive with myself, talking to myself, like kind of like speaking out loud, journaling, like all those things. It helps me because it makes me, it lets me be my own therapist and lets me solve things in the way that I want to solve them. And it also helps me choose what I share to other people, you know? Juicy, do you want me to bully you or compliment you? Words on the internet, you don't know who I am, which is what makes me feel safer. And that's exactly. Like, what's it called? That's why I like talking to people strangers on the internet too. Is like you kind of get to know people, but you don't really know who they are, and they don't know who you are outside of like everything, you know. Bully, Juicy, you fucking little baby ass mofo. The fuck you be doing? You think you're funny, huh? I don't know. I really don't know. I bet you. I'm really bad at bullying. You're a child. Boom, roasted. I don't even know. I feel like those. I literally don't even know what to bully you about. Thank you, you've done more for me right now than all the school counselors I've talked with. I'm so glad that I have been able to. Got him. Yeah, got him. You're a child. Imagine being a 14-year-old child. Imagine not being able to control that. Oh my god. And no problem at all, Horse. I'm glad that you are able to like come talk to us, you know. Next question. Yeah, but let's do like one more and then stop because my back is also killing me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having like cold sweats. So yeah. So like the how do I ask for help thing, kind of like I feel like we kind of gotten through like a lot of it, but just if you don't feel comfortable with that person, you're never gonna take that advice. So if it's like a therapist and you just don't like them, you're never gonna take that advice. I feel like that's how I was. I was like, how do you know what's good for me? Like, you don't even know who the fuck I am. Hello. Just try to figure out what the issue is. If it's something that you can't control as well, learning to let things go that you're not in control of can be really, really helpful. Like the things that you have, issues that you literally do have control over, and sometimes you do need help managing those situations. Yeah, like let's say like there's a person that you don't want to be around because they're very, very mean or negative. There are ways to like ask for help, like, can you help me not be around this person, or make sure that if they come up to me, I'm just gonna ignore them, can you make sure that they go away, kind of thing, you know. But like if it's something that you don't have control over, learning how to just let it go. Just let it go. Either walk away, remove yourself from the situation, like put yourself in a situation where you don't have to be around that energy anymore, can be so important, you know. I can help you with bullying. I know, Juicy, you can. It scares me to bully you because I know you could roast me back like so much better, or whatever. Why don't you just use the massager while you're in the chair? I could, but it's plugged behind my bed and there's a lot of stuff on my bed right now and I don't want to like dig through all of it and unplug it and then replug it. I know that sounds really lazy, but my brain just go burr right now. And it's one of those things that I think it's just the fact that I'm sitting that is also like putting pressure on my lower back that I'll just have to lay down, you know. Yeah, I really need to clean my bed bad, which is part of the reason why I'm taking my break too, because my room has become a depression cave. It's bad. Okay. Let's oh my goodness, wait, this would be a fun one because I want to hear what chat has to say, because I literally have almost nothing to say about this. I feel like this will be a fun thing for chat. Everybody, maybe we'll have like a room cleaning session or something in the Discord. I'm really bad at doing things with people, which is the only reason why I don't do like a room cleaning session in the Discord and stuff like that. It literally is so hard for me, okay? To do things when I'm in a call with other people. But if that is something that you guys are interested in, I feel like a lot of you guys, especially like Peggle and stuff, you guys are like people who enjoy doing things together. So like you guys could do a little room cleaning session or something like that. Like that could be fun. I would sit in a call with you guys and play a game while you guys cleaned your room if that's what you needed. Like, you know. But for me to clean my room, I think I just need to be alone. Okay, if the zombie apocalypse started today, what skills do you have that would make you useful to a band of survivors? This question is, I feel like it's a chill question, right? Let's stop talking about emotional stuff towards the end, right? So we're not like going to bed having an existential crisis. This question, the reason why it makes me laugh is because I literally tell people all the time that if a zombie apocalypse happened, I would just mute myself in the beginning and be like, moms, because I literally don't think, what's the point, man? Also, like, I don't want to be expected to have babies to like, repopulate the world, because I feel like that's some like nasty ass man would come up to me and say. I also could not like lose, like I could not handle slowly losing the people that I love. Guess I'll die, literally. Like that's terrifying to me. Like it's like you're fighting every day just to make sure that you and your loved ones can like just do the bare minimum of surviving. I mean, I feel like that's what we're already doing. Welcome to post-capitalism, but like in a different way, you know. But like literal survival is also like different, you know. Like I would be really good at being in, exactly. Exactly. But me too, really. I feel the same. Critical thinking skills. I'm calm under pressure. That's really cool. I can build shelters and fires really well. Ooh, okay. I'm really good at hoarding things. That's actually really bad because we need to move pretty often, right? I also don't watch a lot of like these apocalyptic shows, so I don't really know. I watched like one season of like, what is that show called? The one with like Carl. What is that? What is that one called? What is that show called? The Walking Dead. That one. Thank you, Ultimate. Thank you. I watched like a season or two because a past partner of mine really enjoyed the show, but I just didn't really like it. Carl. Emotional damage. Exactly. I literally like emotionally I can't survive. I'm struggling surviving every day when I get to stay in bed in one place for the majority of the day. Why would I be able to also I'd probably be bad to be someone to like reproduce, because I think that part of my depression might just be chemicals, and we don't need people who want to die in a world where people are dying rapidly. Pumpkin pie coral. That's to know how to garden. We love that. I'm really good at sleeping. I feel like what I would be good at if I was chosen to be a part and I had to stay alive is I think I would be the group therapist, even though that would literally make me want to die. It would literally make me feel miserable, but I feel like I'd be the one that'd be good at keeping up the morale, keeping like infighting down, like making us work together. Exactly. I don't want to be a bitch. I wouldn't want to have to be like bleh, you know. I do like manual labor. I'm just not very good at it because I wasn't ever expected to do it as a child. But whenever I was allowed to mow the lawn, that's what I like doing. I like mowing the lawn. I like digging. I like digging in the dirt sometimes, maybe. I actually did think about like going into like landscaping work for a little bit because I thought that it would be fun. I like manual labor. Like if I was more dedicated to building up my muscle and being strong, like I would be down being just like the muscle of the group, but I know that's not what people want me to be here for, okay, I know that. And I hated that. Anyways, I'm going to war on them zombies. For real, I also don't know, like, the thing that confuses me. Like, if you're dead, can you be reincarnated into like, if you're already dead, your heartbeat stops, you've been dead. Can a zombie just randomly make you into another zombie? Or if you're just, like, dead, are you just dead? If you like playing in the dirt, you're non-binary now. What's it called? When I was in elementary school, we would literally have contests on how big we could make a little ball of mud. And there was a special way to do it. Like, you have to use wet mud, and then once you've made the shape, you have to compact it with dry mud, and then you would let it sit for a little bit, and then you'd go at it like over and over again until you can make it bigger and bigger. And we had a special spot that we used to put it. And then one day we came to elementary school, and someone had gotten to our special spot where we kept all of our dirt balls, and then smashed all of them and just left the remnants there. And I was crying. We were all so upset because we spent like 2 weeks making the biggest mud balls that we could. It was terrible. Also, welcome back. I could keep the group entertained as my zombie survival skill. Yeah, I think I'd just be the morale person. Like, I'd keep people's morales up. I'd be the mommy of the group in that sense. Like, that's what I do in Valorant, you know? I luckily had bricks and cement to play. Really, Manny? I played with mud. There was a river right next to where we lived in Japan that had like red clay, so we'd make like red clay like things and stuff. There was also like this TV that like someone just yeeted, like a really old box TV that someone yeeted out into the field. And we used to go pick apart the parts from the old TV that was like broken. Yeah, I also wanted to learn trade. Like, it's so bad, bro. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the TV thing or what? What's it called? But yeah, like even in Valorant, I don't do it a lot when I'm with other people, but most of the times if I'm solo queuing Valorant, I'm literally like the mommy. I'm the mommy, okay? Like, you know, there's always like the toxic ass Reyna or Jet that's like, bro, this game fucking sucks. You guys stupid or something. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, there's no need to get upset, you know, like, and things like that. I'll have to be like, you know, we gotta stop fighting each other, and we got to shit on them, not on each other, okay? And usually we win whenever I'm like that. Or I'll make callouts for the team because everybody's too shy or dingus to talk. So people have told me I could lead a community in an apocalypse, but responsibility for people in desperate times? No, literally. It would literally be like, that's what I'm saying. I would like to say that the only skill that I think would be useful in these situations would be being the mommy, but it would literally make me want to die. Like, I literally wouldn't be able to handle it, which is the reason why I just say I'll probably just eat myself if it's happening, you know? That's my personal thing. In The Walking Dead, it was a virus that infected the brain, and when you die, the brain's still controlling your muscles, and that's how you reincarnate. Yeah, I remember that. I remember something about that. As a young child, I would talk on phones that weren't connected. That's so cute. Is it weird that like when I was a kid, we still use like those dial-up phone, like the dial, like the circle dial phones? You have to like no. I love that sound so much. It made my brain go burr. Oh, that sounds so cute! A cliff that you would slide down with cardboard boxes. That sounds really, really cute. Hi, Mommy Bree. Mommy Bree. Mommy? I'm a bit trying to sleep, but I'm not tired. Oh, no. Do you have work tomorrow, Pickle? Your dad's a carpenter? That's so cool. You have to be up for... Oh, my gosh. Everybody has work tomorrow or something to do tomorrow. Saving lives with TED Talks. Oh, my goodness. I hope that, like... I hope that these are helpful. I love talking to you guys, and so it means a lot that you guys care about what I have to say. Chris, come through with that melatonin. I don't have the mental to survive a zombie apocalypse. That shit happens. I'm gonna... Literally, me too! FF squad! we're FFing, actually. That's what we'll call it, so it doesn't sound as bad. We're just FFing. But also F5, you mean all F4? We're just all F4ing? F5? FF squad. Oh no, everybody's having an issue sleeping, I guess. F5. Wait, what is F5? Isn't F5 refresh. But yeah, no, F4 makes sense. What's it called? But the thing too is, I was just thinking about it. Like, hasn't almost the apocalypse? Hasn't COVID like kind of helped us realize that like things could be okay? I don't know how strong zombies are, but like the fuck. Just like wait, does I don't understand how much of the world requires other human beings to be doing stuff. Like, can we just... Will toilets stop working if an apocalypse happens? Like, huh? Like when I think about zombies, they're just like walking around, right? Right? Like they're not that smart. Like as long as you don't get in close to them, right? Then like you won't be, right? Like, I mean, we're saying, I think it would also depend on where the zombie outbreak happens, because some places are dumb as fuck. Like, if a zombie outbreak started in America, we'd literally all be fucked. But if a zombie outbreak happened in Japan, I feel like the rest of the world would be completely pretty fine, you know? Because they're smart over there. They use their brains, you know? Zombies... Do zombies think? I'm confused. What if we just throw our poo at them? Of course we're gonna throw our poo at them. Yeah, I feel like they do no think, you know? I'm gonna rob someone. Like, what's it called? Don't people say that like the best place to hide out in a zombie apocalypse is like the grocery store? But like also like kind of confused. We have the power of monkey and throw poo. Exactly. And then like how would they smell our brains or whatever, because they're too busy smelling our shit, bro. Fuck you. Smell my poop. Smell my poop. I just found the solution to the zombie apocalypse. Throw poo into their ear holes. They can't hear shit now. Hello? They're gonna echolocate with our bodies with like the wind. You know what? Just fucking start box them in with fans. Don't be like, where is this movement coming from? But guess what? It's just a fan, and then we get to all laugh at them, bro. It'll be hilarious. And then also, like, the wind from the fans will solidify the poop. They'll just be poop encased. Hello? Easy. This is... That'd be so fucking funny. You know, like, how else are they? Like, they're no one's gonna feel us unless we're touching them. And if you're touching them, then... you know, you're stupid. Learning how to parkour. No, you just gotta have good aim. Just fucking throw shit at it. Or, hear me out, we make solidified poops, and we just baseball pitch them at it. Ping! Ping! Like, exactly. Literally. Why poop? Because if we're talking about if the plumbing stopped working, like, we're not doing anything else with it. We could do mud bowls too, but like we just have all this extra poop. Or like if we made a poop barricade and like it's like slimy and sticky and like they have a hard time getting through it. But like I think the problem is that people try to fight them close on. Like, hello? Just don't get close to them. Or am I just dumb? Am I stupid? Dude, weld a zombie? Lol. The money sign at the end. Yes, exactly. Money. I mean, that's true. But, like, are we gonna use, like, however big our groups are, we're gonna use that much poop in our garden? Hello? Also, like, are we gonna garden? Or are we gonna just fucking have a bunch of, like, my house has a bunch of canned foods. Like, hello? You nasty. No, I'm smart. Cash me surviving the zombie apocalypse now. I'm using the poop tactic. What is yours? Tick tock, tick tock. me when thinking about the zombie apocalypse. How do you actually kill a zombie? Isn't it just like cutting off their head or something, right? That's like you have to sever the head or something. But like if you're just not close to, if just nobody gets close to them and gets infected, then literally you've already contained the number of zombies that exist. So it's like you don't have to necessarily kill them right away. You could just out-juke them, you know, for a little while, and then just like wait till they're fucking their muscles are like, what's it called, decaying, right? And once the muscles all decayed, you just kind of like hit them in the head, and they'll probably, like, if you hit them in the head, they'll probably just topple over, or like find a way to like gather this together somewhere and just throw something heavy on them, like easy, squish them. What? What do you mean? Or wear their skin and live among us? Sus? Horse sus? Horse sus? None of these white bitches gonna eat it here. Period. Oh god. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. Also, cause like, don't we already know, like, isn't eating human flesh bad for the human body? Like, doesn't your human body act like weird to it? Like, there's no way that a zombie can live healthily without eating vegetables, right? Guys, right? Like, it's not like they're getting their vitamins somewhere. It's not like they're taking, like, vitamin supplements. Like, hello? Just let them starve for a while. Like, why are you getting so close in the first place? I don't know. I guess I just don't get it. Imagine all the zombies like, that zombie over there is acting kinda sus. He never eats the brains when there's a chance. I think he's a human brute. Yeah. Like, it's like even if like a human being went on an all meat diet, like, that's not good for them, right? So what is it, Bubbly? 10 adult zombies or 50 small zombies? If Minecraft has taught me anything, I'd rather fight 10 adult zombies than 50 small zombies. Fucking those shits run way too fast, bro. Kids, hello? Their stamina, insane. And they're fucking tiny, and they, like, leave your eyesight way too fast. Like, yeah, no, 10 adult, it's 10 adult zombies for me. Hello? That's a good question. How did that even happen, bro? Hello? Do you even produce those bodily things when you're pretty much undead as a vampire? We're kind of getting off topic, but join FF gang. she faked it. I'm crying. Made of our toilet paper's made of like stone, so he was like always hard. I'm crying. I'm crying. No, I think they get turned into stone if they did like a certain thing happened or something, right? Maybe Edward used what is yeah, oh my goodness, I kind of have to piss my pants too right now, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we should oh my goodness. I feel like we should end stream soon so I can pee and so everyone can go sleep. pissing my pants, Papa pissing my pants. I'm pissing my pants, Papa pissing my pants. I'm not gonna piss my pants right now. I wasn't allowed to watch Twilight. That's crazy. Interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. I wonder if Pickle would like Twilight. Why do I feel like Pickle could like Twilight? I didn't hate it as a kid. I don't like watch it now, but I like watched it as a kid. I haven't even seen the movie for Hamilton, I'm not gonna lie. I've just seen like the stage play. Wait, because isn't there a movie for Hamilton now? I haven't watched it. I think it's on Disney Plus or something, and I don't have it, so I have no idea. I've just seen the play. I've seen videos of the play. Yeah, but the movie is based off the play, but I think it's different because the play was like a stage show, and I think the movie is like an actual movie. And I haven't seen it. Oh wait, no, it is the play. Wait, no, I did watch it. Never mind, I lied. I'm thinking about something else. Yeah. I watched it. I was thinking about In the Heights. In the Heights came out, but I did watch Hamilton, the play. Yeah. I was thinking about In the Heights. That was my bad. I haven't seen In the Heights yet. Yeah, I feel like watching Twilight together would be kind of fun. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna end the stream now because I really have to pee. And I kind of need to lay down for a sec because my back hurts. And everybody should be going to bed because everybody has like work and stuff tomorrow. So I love you guys so much. Yeah, my head hurting. Yeah, I think everyone's like just staying up to stay up right now at this point. So yeah, everybody go to bed, lay down, sweet dreams, everyone. I love you guys. I won't be streaming next week, so I won't be streaming until not next Thursday, but this Thursday after that. But I will probably be in and out of the Discord server. Hopefully, he's your finger heart, C-dubs. Thank you for everybody who was here to like listen and talk about all these things. I'm hoping to have more of these like Q&A style like stuff more often. So yeah, if you guys ever want to put in things that you're like going through and you want to talk about them, just always put it in the Google Doc or Google form, and we'll definitely talk about it then. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Good night, sweet dreams. Have a great week. Yeah, I care about you guys a lot, and I hope you guys sleep well. Bye bye, everybody. Night night. Bye bye.